Alright, so obviously this is one of those things where you turn the AC off to get the most power, but this is flooring it in a 99 Civic LX. $1999 Honda Civic LX EJ6. This right here is peak Honda. If you want to know what the greatest generation Honda Civic is, well, here it is. 6th generation Honda Civic. It is the official car of modification culture. Hey, Fast and Furious, Universal Studios, this one's for you. 1999 Honda Civic LX. Sponsored by Stance Nation and Lowered Lifestyle, and your old coworker who swears up and down this is the most amazing car ever created. Yo, bro, don't you know this is like the best car ever? Oh, is that so? Yeah, bro, you can like totally B or K-swap this thing and destroy Mustangs and Lamborghinis, bro. Oh, Mustangs and Lamborghinis, you say? Yeah, bro, this is the best car ever, bro. Honda could do no wrong, bro. Well, what about the new Civic? Turbo power and the most powerful Civic Type R ever created? Well, yeah, that's cool, but like, this is better than those, bro. No. Just shut the fuck up. Shut up, bro. Shut the friggity fuck up. This is not the best car ever. It's not even close. So get off your Honda high horse and return to cinder, bro. Your kind ain't welcome around these parts. Ugh. Christ, people. Why? Why do you defend this car so much? Is this the best car ever made? No, not even one remote chance. Is this the best Honda Civic ever? Nope. Is this the best generation Civic in the history of Honda? Absolutely, positively, yes. Yes, it is. Is this 6th generation Honda Civic better than the 1999 Toyota Corolla LE? Oh, yes. Oh, you're gonna make me come. Why is the Civic better than 8th gen Corollas? Well, it's quite simple, really. You can literally customize anything you want with this car. Anything. Want to build a sleeper to beat your local Camaro bros and Mustang mans? 6th generation Honda Civic. Want to build a forgettable face at your local Cars and Coffee? 6th generation Honda Civic. Want to lose all your sensibility and street credibility all in one car? 6th generation Honda Civic. I don't know what's worse, owning a car associated with fuckboy culture or knowing that the only way you get recognized in this car is by being called a Honda bro. Just give up your man card, Jimmy. I don't care how fast you think this thing is, you still can't outrun a Mustang GT. 1999 Honda Civic LX. It's the result of the blending of the 90s in with the modern era of the aughts. This car oozes 90s like Robin Williams' Flubber from Disney does. I mean, look at it. It's so unoffensive in its styling, it makes the 8th generation Toyota Corolla look like a sock and bopper. Everything about this car is simple, from getting into it, to adjusting the climate controls, to resetting the maintenance minder, as Honda calls it. This is about as simple as a modern car can be while still being modern. I mean, yeah, this car is 21 years old, and it definitely feels outdated by modern car standards, but that's just how things were in the late 90s. I mean, shit, it's got fuel injection, has airbags for both the driver and the passenger, and if driven right can return up to 40 miles per gallon, all in a car that weighs around 2,500 pounds. And sure, it's slow, but man, this thing feels so good going around corners. Not too much body roll, not too much over or understeer, just a nice, firm handle. If this car had more than 300 horsepower, it would just be plain out scary as fuck to drive. I know. This thing would haul ass in a straight line with that kind of power, but nope, not in a corner. That's what makes this car so fun though, is how slow and responsive it is. And that's honestly why the Honda Civic has the cult following it does. I mean, what other compact car is cheap, reliable, and overall an enthusiast-friendly car? Cause it sure as hell isn't the Toyota Corolla or Nissan Sentra. So, this 1999 Honda Civic LX is powered by the D16Y7 engine, which is a 1.6-liter, 4-cylinder, single overhead cam engine that makes 106 horsepower and 103 foot-pounds of torque. It features multi-point fuel injection, has a compression ratio of 9.6 to 1, and did not have VTEC. Only certain trim levels on this 6th generation Civic had engines with Honda's VTEC system, but you can really wring this motor out in typical Honda fashion. A 5-speed manual was offered on this gen Civic, but sadly, This model was offered with a 4-speed automatic transmission with the 4th gear being overdrive. The transmission in this car, well, it's okay. It shifts gears and does its job well enough, I suppose. It does make the driving dynamics a little dull, but considering this was way before Honda put CVTs as standard in the Civic, I'll take it, and so should you. And that brings us to the point of the review where this car comes into play. This 1999 Honda Civic LX is actually my Civic. And I know some people are going to be like, that's not a Volvo. I know. It's not a freaking Volvo. But I have a perfectly good reason why I bought this. So, full disclosure. The real reason why I took a break from CaReviews is because of my now former job, an automotive technician for a Honda dealership. I worked there for almost 3 years and have learned more about Hondas and all of the models under their umbrella than any Wikipedia article could ever muster up. I worked there so much that the phrase, I live at work and visit the house sometimes, became my life's motto. Anyways, long story short, I bought this car from a customer about a month before I left the dealership. It was a 2-owner, well-maintained, lowish mileage car with a questionable paint job and a decently clean interior, and it ran and drove okay. So I picked it up, threw some new tires on it, did an alignment, changed the sun visors out, fixed the air conditioning, and I have absolutely no plans to keep it. Yes, I like this car. Yes, it's fun as hell to drive, and yes, it's reliable as death and taxes, but it's just not me. I mean, I have a fleet of Volvos to maintain, and considering this is just an automatic Civic, it's just not worth having to me. Plus, most people may or may not know this, but the Honda Civic is one of the most stolen vehicles in the United States, only being beaten out by the Toyota Camry and the Civic's bigger brother, the Honda Accord. And with this being a completely bone stock 6th-gen Civic, I know people will pay crazy money for something like this. I mean, it's no $2,000 Craigslist Corolla, but it's close enough. I will definitely miss this car with all its simplicity and working air conditioning, but it will certainly serve a better use to its new owner. So, with all that said, here are my final thoughts about this car. 1999 Honda Civic LX. It's the automotive equivalent to the dollar menu at your local fast food joint. Cheap, dependable, and just enough sustenance to curb your enthusiasm. 1999 Honda Civic LX, driven by the types of people who think going bar hopping in a college town is an ideal way to spend the weekend. Honda Civic EJ6, for when you're looking to be or K-swap a car, but you need the extra room for your multiple children from several different baby mamas. 1999 Honda Civic LX, it's the official car for boomers who want something modern, but nothing as wild as bingo night at the local country club. Should you buy one of these 6th-gen Civics? Absolutely. It won't impress anybody of any significance, but if you can find one of these that isn't modified or has a gazillion miles, this is the perfect forgettable enthusiast car. They're good on gas, exceptionally well built, and offer good value for your money, and they won't leave you guessing when you say, honey, I shrunk the car company. The end.